Not a single person in the hotel lobby that day was breathing normally. All eyes rested on two figures standing silently staring at each other. Jungkook, who had just entered from outside, and Taehyung, who had just got out of the car. It was a scene that made the world seem to stop. The hotel staff, the reporters, even the fans behind the security lines were all transfixed. No words, no smiles, no greetings, just a silence that felt like a storm before it raged. The emotional spark was so strong that anyone who saw it would believe that something had broken overnight between two best friends who had already gone through everything together. When Jungkook finally stepped forward, his pace slow but sure, the cameras of the reporters began to roar mercilessly. The sound of a camera shutter was like the thud of war, and no one knew if they were witnessing a rapprochement, a quarrel about to explode, or silent breakup. Taehyung swallowed, his fingers trembling very subtly, only visible from close range. He was like someone who was ready to say something important, something that if it had not been said that day, perhaps everything would have been ruined. Everyone holds their breath. Then, something unexpected happened. Taehyung looked at Jungkook, sighed deeply, and with the most serious face in the world said in a low but clearly audible tone, "Hyung said we have to act convincing." Now the prank part begins. The sound wasn't loud, but it was enough to make Jungkook stop instantly, and enough to leave those closest to him glued in disbelief. There was a pause of a few seconds before Jungkook finally lifted his face, and the corners of his lips began to rise slowly. Smile. That smile. A little smile that only appears when something is really funny. Not for the camera, not for the fans, but for himself. And it was at that second, the world realized that they were being dragged into a scenario much crazier than any rumor. Jungkook approached Taehyung, patted him on the shoulder in a dramatic style like a movie actor, then said in a tone full of emotional baggage that was clearly made up, "So everyone believes we're fighting?" It worked great. Tae immediately burst out laughing, covering his mouth with the back of his hand, but his attempt failed miserably. His smile exploded, and he almost laughed out loud. The closest fans, seeing the change in expression, were immediately shocked, then hysterical. Reporters who were initially waiting for the drama to break out began to panic, staring at each other. Some thought they were being misheard. But everything is confirmed when Taehyung touches Jungkook's shoulder in outrageous melodrama style, then says loud and clear, "We don't fight WOI, we prank the world." Instantly the sound of small screams, laughter, and camera rumbles. The initially tense reporter turned into a huge confusion. The hotel staff, who almost asked the bodyguard to be ready, suddenly smiled with relief, mixed with embarrassment. Fans who were initially afraid to cry turned into half crazy from happiness. They did not expect that the great drama that since the night before had made everyone nervous turned out to be only part of the game. Jungkook, who had looked frail, cold, and disoriented since the morning, now stood up straight and laughed until his shoulders went up and down. He lowered his head for a moment, then rubbed his eyes like someone had finished crying, but not because he was sad, because he was too restrained to laugh. The camera captures everything clearly without censors. Tears of laughter, not tears of heartache. Taehyung was holding his stomach as he couldn't stop laughing when he saw the reaction of the fans who were gaping in confusion. He even sat for a while in a lobby chair because of the laughter that was too strong. But the best moment came when Jungkook, still laughing, leaned his head against Taehyung's shoulder as he said to everyone watching, "We think life is already too tense. So we want to give you a little bit of drama, a little bit of shock, a little bit of story, just to let you all remember that we're human beings too, who like to joke around and make funny messes." Fans immediately shouted. The reporters didn't know if they should write emotional news or comedy news. The hotel staff kept smiling even though they were professionals. Even security, who was previously ready to protect the privacy of the two idols, smiled at the nod. Taehyung then faces the closest camera and adds, as if he were recording a variety show, "We just want to show you one thing. If you love us too much, a little drama will make everyone excited." Jungkook turned quickly and chimed in, "But make no mistake, we also love you so much that we want to make this crazy prank." The two of them then looked at each other, not a tense look like before, but a look full of pride as their biggest prank worked out perfectly. Jungkook and Taehyung then raised their hands to the camera as if giving a high five to the world. Fans began to laugh, scream, and cry with relief. Some even shouted that this was the craziest prank in BTS history. In the midst of that sweet mess, Taehyung makes one more thing clear. There was no quarrel, no problem. There is no dark drama. There is fatigue, there is work, there is life, but we are. Jungkook added with a calm smile. Sometimes people forget that closeness doesn't always have to be in front of the camera. Sometimes the closer we get, the more we want to protect ourselves from the public. And that sentence instantly makes the atmosphere change from comedy back to warm, emotional, and very deep. Fans who have been laughing now felt depressed by the sudden shock. True, the most sincere closeness is often precisely not exhibited. Finally, the two walked out of the hotel side by side. Their shoulders touched in a distance too close to be called a coincidence. They don't talk to each other anymore, but laughter, smiles, and each other's presence are enough to say everything. The fans follow safely, photograph, record, but also give space. No anger, no fear, just a sense of relief, a sense of love, and a slight sense of being deceived in the sweetest way. Before entering the car together, Taehyung turned to the crowd and shouted while laughing, "Don't worry, next time a prank is bigger." Then Jungkook added with a mischievous smile, "You're not ready for season 2. The car door is closed." Oncoming cars. Silence fell for a minute, then the world exploded. Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube. Everything fires because of one sentence. It's all just a prank. All the analysis, all the fan theories, all the media speculation changed direction in a matter of seconds. Not a breakup drama, not a conflict, not a tragedy, but rather two men who really enjoy making the world go round because they know everyone cares about their relationship. And in the end, that's the point. It's not about pranks, it's not about drama, that it's not a trap, but about the fact that Jungkook and Taehyung have a bond so strong that the world believes anything that concerns them. Even sadness, even silence, even wounds. When it's all just a little game between the two of them. And from behind the car window, the camera caught Jungkook and Taehyung laughing at each other quietly while watching videos of fans' reactions on mobile phones. Such a relationship cannot be faked. Not a dilemma but closeness. Not a quarrel but comfort. Not a goodbye, but a sense of security. And the whole world is aware of one thing. If two people can joke like this together, then their attachment is much deeper than anything the camera can see. After the car carrying Jungkook and Taehyung left the hotel, the excitement didn't stop. It's just beginning. The international media, which since the previous night wrote tense headlines, are now competing to change their headlines. Fans around the world posted reactions. Some laughed to tears. Some were angry because they felt it was too deep. Some praised the two as the best actors of the century. Within an hour, the hashtags #btsv and #TheFultedWorld were trending globally. And the world again learned one thing. If Jungkook and Taehyung want to make the entire planet believe anything, they can. Not because of rumors, not because of a scandal, but because of the closeness. The closeness is so real until the artificial drama feels real, and their adventure is clearly not over. Because in the backseat of the car, before any cameras could catch, Taehyung whispered to Jungkook in a tone full of plans, "Kook, what if next time we make a behind-the-scenes vlog, but it only airs a month after everything calms down?" Jungkook gasped, his eyes widened. Then laughter burst out again. Fans in the world don't know yet, but something bigger is being prepared, and O1 is ready for the next episode.